So my book was The Collapsing Universe, Story of Black Holes by Isaac Asimov. He doesn't really talk about black holes a lot in here until we get to the end of the book. Like, the last two chapters are just black holes, but this entire book is supposed to be black holes, so you got like this much of sun and stars and stuff, and then this is just black holes. When he talks about black holes, then there's this cool thing that if two black holes were to collide, then one would go through the other, but then you would think that like one would just like disintegrate into the other, but then like they would just like keep going into each other, and like this whole entire like matrix of like you don't know what's going on. That would be really cool. There are two properties, and only two, that can be possessed by a black hole. One is electric charge, and the other is angular momentum. Haven't learned that one yet. I found some cool facts in here. Star doesn't become a white dwarf till it has used up all of its nuclear fuel. And our sun, for instance, still has enough nuclear fuel to last for billions of years. Wow. Also, the sun has a temperature of 6,000 degrees Celsius, which is a lot. That would probably be a little hot. A neutron star with the mass of the sun and a diameter of 14 kilometers must have the surface gravity 1,000,000,000,000,000,000 times that of the sun. Our 70-kilogram person would weigh 20 trillion kilograms. Sounds like they're struggling with obesity too. This book is really cool when it starts talking about like the earth and the relation to the moon and the sun. There's a lot of stuff about just like gravitational pulls and like how something would be if it was in a different way. So like if the moon was further, then what would happen, and then if the sun was like further or like bigger, all this cool stuff. But it has a lot of numbers and a lot of scientific talk that just scientific, and I'm not a very scientific person. This book is really good for astronomers because it tells you everything about the sun and the stars and everything in there in the universe and how it just never ends. I think it's like a flat surface that just like keeps going and going and going and going. But for me, this book just caused me a lot of stress over my book.